Sure. Luke, if we take no action, London will face a greater danger than the explosion. This is our only shot at stopping Clive. The chances of success are slim, but we must try. Number 127, a real heart swapper. Or 70 picarettes. It's not another sliding puzzle, it's not, I swear. Okay. There are 2 long wires connecting the monitoring device to the Prime Minister's heart sensor. Can you swap the wires connected to the pocket watch with the wires connected to the monitoring device in a single move? Swap only 2 blocks to connect the wires from the monitoring device at the top of the screen below the pocket watch at the bottom right. Give it your best shot. Okay. Okay, so it loops in on itself. And it does so here and here. Oh god, this is a tangled mess, chaos, and madness. Why would you do this to me, game? Okay, these 2 can't swap, obviously. Wait, some of these are pointless wires, aren't they? This is a pointless wire. There's a 3rd wire that's just pointless. Tangled in there. Just to fuck with me! Oh, yeah. The heart. That is an amazing, amazing graphic for the heart. Oh, man, I wish I knew that this game was going to last as long as it was. I would have split it into another stream! Okay. I can do this. You need to move a pair of blocks and move single swap. First, take a look at how all the wires are connected. Find the wires that connect the monitoring device upper right to the Prime Minister's heart. Figure that out. Thank you. Take note there are 2 wires leading from the pocket watch in the lower right corner. Connect in the middle. Pay close attention to this path. This has got to be it. This is where the tangled mess all comes together. That wouldn't fix anything. Oh, I can play with these! I thought I had to give, like, a final answer. No. Yeah, I'm sorry guys that this stream has gone on for so long, but I can't justify splitting it into another stream now. I'm almost completely certain that has to be the spot where everything changes. Okay, let's look at it from a different location. Way. Birds. Alright. One there, one there. Give me the fucking super hint. Both in the third row. They're both in the third row. Wait. What? Well, I'll be damned.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Just as I suspected.
Let me guess. To get whatever special Picaret thing is at the end, I need 4,000, and this was the final puzzle of the game. Professor, that's it! The watch is connected now! Yes, but our work here is far from over. More? I got things to do! Oh, it's the epilogue. Okay, I can handle an epilogue. The Unwound Future.
We've got 10 minutes to get out of here before the fortress explodes. Now what?
We need to reverse the energy flow. That will break the generator and shut down the fortress.
How are we going to do that?
I have an idea. Look over here.
These generators from the these gears from the core are these gears here form the core of the generator. If we can just reverse the way you move, we can effectively overload the fortress's power supply, thus putting a halt to Clive's plan. I see we've been thinking about this on your own. Is there anything you don't know, Professor? A gentleman must have his hobbies. It just so happens that I have a small interest in machines. Amazing, Professor! It's too early to celebrate just yet, Luke. If we fail here, many lives will still be lost. Are you up to the challenge, Professor? Not be able to save after this point. Are you ready to continue?
It's all up to you now, Professor.
Birds, why do you all want to see me suffer? Number 128, reverse rotation worth 80 Picarets! Oh god. Okay, a system of gears is shown below. Gear A turns in the direction of the red arrow, which currently causes Gear B to turn in the direction of its red arrow. One group of gears connecting gears A to B is labeled lowercase a. The group can be moved and rotated with your stylus, along with the groups B and C below it. Utilize these groups to alter the system so that Gear B turns in the direction of the green arrow. You don't necessarily need to use all of the groups, however. All the groups need to leave. Get out. Fine, be that way. Okay, you're rotating. I need you rotating counterclockwise. Do that. You have to rotate clockwise and counterclockwise. You have to be clockwise. You have to be counter. You have to be clockwise. So both of these have to rotate clockwise to make this work. That's the key. So clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. Wait, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter. You're going counterclockwise. So somehow, in that mess, I need to make both of these go clockwise. This doesn't even make sense, and it won't let me move it to a better location, so B can't even fit. Wait. Oh, they can fit in multiple locations, because this game hates me. It hates me so much. I don't even know what I did to it. It's got some very specific anchor points that I have to care about. It's what you get for hating sliding puzzles. Alright, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter, clockwise, counter. which means no. However, that might still be a solution. If I rotate it somehow? That doesn't even work. Let's watch this train wreck come to an end. I hate you all. This is gonna get me killed or something. I don't know. It's awful and I hate it. Yeah, I'm really sorry that this has happened though, guys. I really didn't expect this game to last as long as it is. I should have asked folks in chat if I had more than an hour of gameplay left. And if I did that, I would have been able to figure this out better. Counter, clockwise, counter, clockwise won't work. Alright, hints. The gears can't function properly if they're overlapping, so don't bother trying to stack any of them. If you link an odd number of gears between two main gears, the main gear will rotate in the same direction. Conversely, an even number of gears linked to main gears will cause the two main gears to rotate in the opposite direction. A lot of gears you can count up in this puzzle, so try adding them up. Okay, so I want an even number between A and B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, in between, right, so 14. So that's already an even number, so I want to try and put an even number between the two of them. You don't need to use gear group A. A, you're fucked. Go away. You're fucked. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That should do the trick. Just as I suspected.
Wonderful. You reversed the energy flow of the generator.
You did it! What was that?
Reversing the energy flow has caused the fortress to start destroying itself.
Oh no! We've got to get out of here right now.
Leaving! The transport pod doesn't seem to be working. The fortress is tearing itself apart and causing some of the systems to go off the rails. I don't think we can risk going back to the roof. Then we'll just have to use my car to escape. This way.
Now what is it? No, no, no! This isn't happening. It can't end this way. It won't end this way!
What will become of him? There's no time to waste. Get in the car. But making our escape by car? Is this some kind of joke? I know I'm carrying precious cargo, Prime Minister. I'll do my best to drive safely. What are you waiting for? We've got to go! This is madness.
You know how to drive, don't you?
Of course.
Professor, up ahead!
Oh dear.
Now what do we do? The road is blocked! Don't panic yet, Luke. Let's try driving over this mess. It's a puzzle! 129 block blockade with 70 picker. It's it's a sliding block puzzle. Your escape route is blocked by blocks. Luckily, you have 5 bombs at your disposal. Each bomb will completely destroy the block it's placed on. Remaining blocks will fall in empty spaces created below them by destroying blocks, but they won't change shape. Place your 5 bombs at the 5 blocks that, when destroyed, will leave a flat surface you can drive across, and push that button. It's kind of like a sliding block puzzle. Okay. I need this to drop this piece. And I need to drop this piece. And I need to drop this piece. And I need to drop this piece. I don't have to use all of them, do I? Because that sort of works. It's kind of saying, dream's over, he's done. Next month, the other trauma wears off. You're not wrong. Okay. That'll drop everything down 2 blocks. Done. Thankfully, I've played a lot of Tetris in my time. That will drop 2. The green one... Okay, hold on. This will drop 2 blocks because of this. This will drop 2 blocks because it'll land on here. But I need it to drop 3. Damn it! It was close. That made this drop too far. It didn't penalize me for that. Okay. Interesting. That obviously doesn't work. Ha-ha!
This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Boom! Great job, now get out of here! Yes, we did it! We're not out of the woods yet. Hold tight, everyone.
Oh, and one more thing. See that red button over there? That's your ticket out of trouble. Just
an extra little feature I added.
When did this happen?
Can you believe it?
Yes, Paul was always very good with machines.
Professor, just when did you learn how to fly a plane?
A plane? This is an automobile.
Ah! Well done, Layton!
Is that the last of them, then?
Yes, sir! All residents of the underground city have been brought topside, sir! Yes, sir!
Hurry up, Layton. It's too dangerous.
He's not the only one to blame. You do know that, don't you, Professor?
I do.
What's this? We're doing that!
No, Celeste! Now what?
Not to worry, Luke. When you're all safe, I'll go back for her.
We've evacuated the underground city. All inhabitants are safe now.
My thanks, Inspector.
This is the end for me.
It's not true, Clive. You can always start over and try to repair the damage you've done. We can talk about that later. This place won't hold much longer.
Why are you, of all people, helping me?
I can't just leave you here.
But don't you know what I've done? What I tried to do?
Yes, but I would never leave you here to die. After all, so much of this tragedy was caused by the mistakes we scientists made.
I see.
There will be time to talk more later. We need to leave now.
Is everyone all right? I think so, Professor.
Somebody apprehend that man at once!
You're coming with me, boy, and I don't want any trouble. Inspector, a moment, please.
Just what do you think you're doing? This man poses an imminent threat to our national security.
I cannot deny the damage that Clive has done to our city, but we can't forget that he's also a victim of a political agenda for progress, no matter the cost.
You've got some nerve, man.
Professor,
Answer me one question, Clive. You knew full well I'd stand in the way of your plot, so why did you send for me?
Dmitri was sure he needed you for his project, but I knew full well of the threat you posed to my plan. Though I suppose I still led you all the way to the heart of my base, didn't I? At first I was just toying with you, but at some point, I realized I was enjoying our time together. Maybe part of me wanted somebody to save me from my all-consuming madness, as you did, all those years ago.
I need to go back! My parents are still inside!
Pull yourself together, boy! There's nothing to be done. Jump back in there and you'll die too. That was you.
Wait, you didn't put that one together?
Deep down inside, I hoped you might be able to talk me down from the edge of insanity again. This is the second time you've saved my life now. Thank you.
Clive.
Don't worry about me. I intend to atone for my crimes. I look forward to the day we meet again. Until then, I hope life treats you well, Professor.
And you too, Clive.
Barton, take him back to headquarters.
Yes, sir! Ha! Criminals like him make me think the whole world has gone mad. Despicable. Just despicable.
Yes, people can often be so blinded by their own motivations that they lose sight of the damage they do. But criminals aren't the only blind ones.
Just what are you implying, Inspector?
Nothing at all. Just stating the facts, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have work to do.
Future Luke, the whole story. Future Luke is really a boy named Clive who lost his parents in a time machine explosion 10 years ago. He's been planning revenge on those responsible ever since. He called upon Layton in the hopes the professor could save him from his own madness.
I don't know what to say when I think of all the suffering I caused in the name of research.
It was terrible. But I see you must have loved Claire very much to do what you did.
The more I reflect on it, the more unsure I am as to whether it was love or pride that compelled me. For 10 long years I chased after what so many called impossible. But I've come to my senses now. But you know, Herschel, there is one detail that you got wrong.
What are you referring to?
I don't think I have much longer here, Herschel.
I don't know what you mean.
You've taken awfully good care of that hat I gave you.
I'm sorry, what? Chomi's going to tell us she never had a sister. Oh god.
What did you say?
Oi, there you are, Layton. I did a background check on Claire's family, like you asked. There's no record of Claire having a younger sister.
Then...
Yes, it was quite a shock when I first worked it out.
But you can't really mean...
It's me, Herschel. It's Claire.
While it defies logic, it seems the experiment 10 years ago wasn't a complete failure. Somehow Claire was shot 10 years into the future.
To our present.
Yes, the time machine worked. If only for that single moment before it exploded.
That's not possible.
Unfortunately, however, there were more complications. Shortly after appearing in the present, Claire's body showed signs of molecular instability. It was trying to return to its own time. I attribute that phenomenon to the incomplete nature of the time machine. She didn't have long here. I worked on the machine in the hopes of finding a way to stabilize her existence in the present. But it seems inevitable that she'll return to her own time. To the moment of the blast.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I begged Dimitri to stop his work. Tampering further with time can only result in more anomalies. There's no telling what chaos we'd release upon the world if we tried to save the dead from their fate. The flow of time must remain linear. We all know the consequences of changing its course. But Dimitri wouldn't listen to me. That's when I knew the only way to stop him was through you, Herschel. What Dimitri, Bill, and I did 10 years ago broke the laws of nature. And now we must pay.
This is all so incomprehensible.
That's one way to put it.
It's time to end this already, Dimitri.
Yes, it does seem that way. My research has threatened our very existence, and it could do so again. Tonight, I will close the book on the time machine. Forever.
Mystery Woman, the whole story. Celeste turns out to be Claire, shot to the present by a time machine explosion from 10 years ago. Unwilling to warp the progression any further, she bids farewell to Layton and travels back to her own time, back to the moment of the explosion.
I suppose this is it, Herschel. I have to go back to my own time. Back to that day when we parted.
No, Claire.
I'm sorry, I can't stay.
Claire, wait!
We had so many plans for the future. Do you remember, Herschel? I'll miss you. And our unwound future.
You can't go! I don't want to say goodbye again. I can't, I won't!
I know you. And I know you'll stay strong. After all, that's what a gentleman does. I must go now, Herschel. Thank you for everything. Goodbye.
She's gone!
Not fucking fair. Damn. Trying to get words for this. Yeah, that was, well, everybody warned me. Yeah, literal tears. I'm glad to see a lot of my theories turned out true, but I mean, there's only so much I can guess. Clive not actually being Luke was all tied 100% to there not being actual time travel. So the fact that I was right, but time travel still turned out to be a thing, kind of hits me in the gut. Of course, it's more important that, you know, the emotional aspect. God damn. Okay. There were a lot of things I was supposed to announce today, talking about, like, the schedule for this week and whatnot, but I really have to go, like, immediately. Because this ran way too long, and I apologize to everybody who stayed up and everybody who this messes with their schedule. It messes with mine too, and it was just dumb, and I'm sorry I screwed up. But yeah, this was damn good. And I understand the next 3 is part of a trilogy, and I'll only be able to play the first of it, because I don't have a way to capture 3DS. The next game I'm going to be playing is Breath of Fire 3. It is a continuation of my YouTube Let's Play. So if you folks want to watch me play Breath of Fire 3, either you need to catch up with my YouTube Let's Play, or just know the plot well enough, because I'll try and do some recaps. But there's only so much I can do, you know? Wait till after the credits? Okay. The Layton mobile becoming a flying machine, that was pretty cool. I'll be honest. I wish they would have warned us about the button, though. That would have been nice. I hate Deus Ex Machina, you know? There are a lot of logical issues with this game, though. Like, the whole Hollow Earth thing, and, how many people died from that machine. Those are kind of things you have to ignore to make the game work. Because you don't have an explosion that big underneath a Hollow Earth crust like that without everything else shattering as well. That should have taken out all of London. But like I said, you just let some things go sometimes. And that, yeah, I get it. It's not over. I'll wait until the end of the credits, like I always do. Aw, that's adorable. I love these little ending scenes. They're always super adorable. There's not much for me to say. I mean, this was really good. It was really emotional. I'm sorry, what? Anyway, yeah, I know, even Luke was overwhelmed by the whole situation. He just wanted Layton to be happy, and he couldn't do anything about it. He's sorting through the disguise suitcase. That is terrifying, Flora. I understand that the next trilogy is a prequel. And I'm not going to be able to play the 3DS versions! Not unless I somehow get a 3DS capture device, and I knew I don't have the money for that. Man, those must be Clive's parents. Layton as a young man, though, with Claire. It's great to see how much she influenced how much he grew and what he became. a decent 3DS emulator? I'll give it a shot, but I seriously doubt it. I have a 3DS.
I guess this is goodbye.
Oh no, my boy. This is so long, not goodbye. Now, Luke, you know a gentleman never makes a scene in public.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm not a gentleman yet.
There.
The end. Oh! Where does he go? What? I won't be doing a blind reaction to the movie. I might watch it on my own time, but I'm definitely not watching it until the end of the next game.
Dear Professor Layton, it's been a while since we said goodbye. How have you been? As for me, I'm all settled in and making new friends. I'm writing to you because something deeply puzzling happened here recently. It seems like the sort of mystery that's tailor-made for Professor Layton and his apprentice. I don't think anyone else could get to the bottom of it. I've enclosed a document with this letter that will tell you more about the situation.
The final puzzle were 30 picarets. Look, I made myself a wax stamp. It's like the one you use to seal your important envelopes and documents, except it looks like my hat, and the L stands for Luke. It's already used once, see? Isn't the blue wax neat? It matches my hat. Anyway, here's the puzzle. One of the 4 examples uses my actual stamp. Which one is it?
I've got a good feeling about this one. Just as I suspected.
Lovely! The challenge is figuring out differences between the various hat shapes and realizing the L and the actual stamp will be backwards. It's neat the L works for both Luke and Layton, huh?
I can't wait to start this new adventure with you. Please write back as soon as you get this letter. Your friend and apprentice, Luke.
To be continued. Ah! But the next trilogy is... what? Does it continue? Did you enjoy Professor Layton and the Unwound Future? They've reached the end of the story. The game is far from over. Exactly 153 puzzles are hidden throughout the story you play through. If you're up to challenge, you can complete each and every puzzle. Also, you can check out the bonus section, which this is all stuff we don't actually do. I don't do post-game stuff. But yes. We will save. And that's the end of the first Layton trilogy. And like I said, I probably will only be able to play one game of the next. But hey. We'll see. And that's the end of this stream. I really have to go. So if you like this stream, keep in mind I have plenty more. I stream Monday through Friday. I usually end at 1 PM my time. It is much past that. And I have to go. So, thank you very much for watching. I love that everybody was so passionate about the series and passionate about seeing me play through blind. I do intend to play the next game blind, and I will keep myself blind to the 3DS ones in case for some reason in the future I get the means to record them. That said, I'm done. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.